So in summary, I was basically pretty wrong about a lot of things. Alright guys, I finished A Darker Shade of Magic. I'm ready to talk about first the predictions I made in my previous videos, and second, where I think the series will go next. My first prediction was that Black London wasn't really gone and that Kell would eventually go there. And I think I misunderstood. I would personally say now that Black London was never understood to be gone in the first place. So I think that my first prediction was kind of wrong. And it was also majorly wrong because Kell never goes there. My second prediction is that Red London isn't as perfect as it seems. And as of right now at the end of the book, that hasn't been proven. There's been some hints, but I think I count myself as wrong on this one. I do think though that I'm holding that prediction out till the next story. I still think that at some point we're gonna find out that Red London is not as perfect as it seems. My third prediction was that the seal that connected Holland to the Dane brother, that basically made Holland a zombie, would be broken. And this one's a really, really interesting prediction. I am not sure. At the end of the story, it was really unclear exactly if that had happened or not. I kind of have the feeling that it was, but it also killed Holland. But here comes my actual first prediction for the next book. I think Holland is not actually dead. My fourth prediction was that Kell and Lila were drawn to the same bar because they were actually siblings and something happened there when they were younger, but I don't think it's true. There's nothing in the story that has really said that has like let me believe that more, and I guess it's possible that we find that out in the next book, but I kind of think it's just not gonna be true. My fifth prediction was that Holland was chasing Kell and Lila as a ruse to make them think that the twins, the Dane twins, were after the stone, and that really they were trying to spread chaos in order to take over all the Londons. And I was partially right. They were trying to sow chaos, but in a different way. They actually did want the stone. My last prediction was that black magic was misunderstood and that they were going to need to use it in order to have balance, like basically balance in the universe. And it appears that I was wrong. I don't know. It's possible that I wasn't. Maybe some of this stuff will come out in the next book, but none of that happened in this book. So in summary, I was basically pretty wrong about a lot of things. With that in mind, I'm about to make some predictions for the next book, which will probably all be wrong. My first prediction for the second book, I already mentioned, was that Holland isn't dead. My second prediction revolves around the climax. In the climax, Kell opens a door to Black London. And I think that that door being opened is kind of like if you leave the door open a crack and stuff is able to come through. And I think that this crack is gonna let some more black magic through and cause more problems for the future. My third prediction is that Lila's gonna get magic. I'm pretty confident about that one because in book one, they basically said that was gonna happen. And since it hasn't happened yet, I think it's gonna happen in book two. Finally, my last prediction is based on something that happened basically to start the climax. Kell's brother dies, and Kell uses black magic to save his life. In order to do that, he basically binds their lives together. As long as Kell is alive, so will his brother. And I don't think it works the opposite way. It might. That's an interesting thought. But what I think is going to happen is that this connection will be more than just life itself, the way that we think about it, because very often in the story there's kind of this theme of that magic is life. In fact, the Antari, which is what Kell is, are able to use blood for magic, and I think that those abilities are going to transfer over to Kell's brother. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on my predictions or what you think is going to happen in the next book. See you guys next time.